Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Shayna Stone, and I'm going to be hanging out again with the cast and crew of Sea Blues. I am so excited to be here with you all today, and we're going to take a look at, a trailer and get a brief recap of what's been going on in season 2. Honey, I'm about to get the tea, and it's going to be hot. You hear me? So, when I thought things couldn't get better with Sea Blues, guess what? They got better. So let's take a look at a recap of where we are now with Sea Blues in season 2.
Grandma, I don't want to go to school. I'm scared.
Now look, we talked about this.
We didn't talk. You did.
So I think that we have a trailer
Mommy,
coming,
you scare me. What's
and
wrong?
I'm so excited to be here. Like I said before, we are at it again, and I'm so amazed at the progress of this season.
I tried
and
it.
where Sea Blues is today. Like,
It didn't work for
I
me.
thought things couldn't get better
Because your father's
they
ignorant.
got absolutely better. I'm talking about characters, the writing, the twists, the turns. This is just absolutely amazing.
Hello? Tommy. Girl, I've been waiting on this phone call.
I just hope you'll be okay.
Read the signs, boo boo. 6 feet. 6 feet. We ain't got the vaccine yet.
Let me just say this. I'm not running this time.
I ain't got time for this right now.
Well, you have more than 2 sons to be thinking about now.
It's time that we meet face to face.
Won't he do it? The Lord answers prayers. I've been waiting to slap the hell out of Matthew for years.
That's right. Who does she think she is? She can't talk.
Lady Quigley, are you okay? Are you okay?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Dear Lord.
Did you just say?
I'm just gonna go and page Dr. Lacey because we're losing him.
I'm here.
So you tell me I'm gonna have to leave. I understand, but I just can't wait till this COVID is over because this is really crazy.
I said she is better off dead.
In season 2. Okay, so that was a brief recap of what's going on in season 2. It is so much going on. The tea is hot. I cannot wait to speak with everyone and just really get the inside track on what's going on. This is just exciting. I am so excited to be here and to be back with y'all, with the cast and the crew of Sea Blues. This is going to be an amazing evening to really to just come together and talk about what's going on and what to expect going forward. I am so excited. I have a dynamic list of guests today, and we're going to go ahead and get started here. And we're just going to bring them in, as they come and take it from there. Whoever's here, on deck. I think we have Asante in the building as well today. I'm looking forward to catching up with her and all the things her character has going on. So this is just absolutely amazing. Asante McGee, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I'm so excited to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm in awe because let's just get straight to it. Miss Patricia is fed up with some things this season, okay? I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Give us the tea.
Patricia, I tried to be that wife, that loving wife, faithful wife, but Matthew just didn't want to do right. And then, his little mistress, for some reason, they supposed to be married too. So, like,
I know that was the tea. So I remember talking to you in season one, and this was your first time acting, and now you were in season two, honey. You a seasoned vet. How do you feel?
I feel good. I wasn't as nervous as I was for season one, like I was season two. And just reading over the lines and stuff and then doing the practices and stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is like my real life. I've experienced this, so it was pretty much easy to do it.
Yeah, and I felt that. I was like, she's in her character. She got it. I remember just talking, the first season, like this was your first, first film and, first time acting. And then just looking at the writing, where the character developed more in the personality. It's just been amazing to watch. I'm sure it's been amazing to film. How are you feeling like looking back at it? Do you watch yourself now, or do you wait to watch it? How do you feel?
One thing about me, I cannot watch myself. I can't watch any of my interviews. I cannot watch anything that I do because I'm my biggest critic. So if I watch myself, I'm like, oh, my mouth was like that. I should have did this different. So I try not to watch myself. But then when I'm on social media, everybody's just like talking about how good it is. And I'm like, okay, I got to watch it. So I'm just going to wait till the whole season is finished and then just binge watch and watch it all at one time.
You know what? That sounds like a plan. I'm kind of the same way. I think that's pretty cool approach. Just wait and then binge watch it with your family, get some popcorn, get something to eat, and just really sit back and watch it. So, in season two, things are a little bit different, even in real life, in the world. The world slowly opened back up and things were looking hopeful. Did you have any challenges or distractions trying to film this season, or was it still pretty much the same?
It was still pretty much the same because although it's open outside, I still take Corona serious. So, like, we'll go out to get something to eat, but as far as going to clubs, concerts, because Atlanta, for whatever reason, never shut down. And I'm not playing with them.
Yeah. So everything's still the same. Did it get easier in the production process? So everybody's still filming from home for the most part and still responsible for their lighting and camera. So you guys seem to be professionals. Y'all, everything that was a challenge last season seems to be a walk in the park this season. Would you agree?
Yes, because this season for production, we had a lot of meetings and then different lightings and different things that we needed, like green screen or whatever. They put all the links that we needed in our little group messenger so everybody could order the right equipment. And so this time we were able to have a little longer to record and then turn in our scenes. And then the production team was able to review it, and anything that needed to be corrected, we had to correct it. Versus first season, we really didn't have that much time. And so we learned, I guess, from the first season what to do different from season two.
Wow, yeah, and it definitely shows. You guys have been doing an amazing job. The cohesiveness, the characters, relationships between each other. I mean, I personally didn't think it can get any better, but you guys cease to amaze me. It got better, and it shows. It's absolutely amazing. So can you just give us? So we talked about Matthew and Patricia being fed up, honey, and all of this. How were you able to stay in character? All of those situations, and some of it was funny, and some of it was like really serious. What do you do, or how do you stay in character for Patricia? Is there anything special that you do?
Well, like I said before, Patricia is really my life story. And the writers didn't know that until later on. So it's like when I read it, And I'm like, okay, wait, I've been down this road before. So every time I did the scenes, and whenever I would submit my scenes, I always recorded it at least like 6 or 7 times and let the production pick which shot they want the best. So I just thought about, my previous relationship with my husband and how I dealt with things. And I just took all that frustration and anger out and just had to put into the character.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I want to talk about the relationship and the dynamic between you and Lena, because there is a chemistry there. So you play sisters, is that right?
Yes.
And I love seeing you interact together. Do you have sisters in real life or homegirls? Because the energy between you two is really real, and it reminds me kind of like of me and my big sister. So how was that? How did y'all create that chemistry?
Well, Lena, she reminds me of she's like a best friend / little sister, and like she's like a diehard for me. Like anybody mess with Asante, she get on the next plane and come and handle whatever needs to be handled. So I know that if I need Lena or whatever, she down for whatever needs to be done. And one thing she's not about to do is play with me, and she's not about to play with Matthew playing with me.
She not with it. I get that, and I love it. I love it. I love it. It's just been an amazing season so far. I can't wait for the season finale. I know we can't talk about it, but I am like just like in my seat, like all in. What can you tell us? Without giving it away. Like this has just been amazing. Like I'm so thrilled that it's getting real, and I got a front row seat.
I just know that it's gonna want the audience ready for season 3. I can't say if it's gonna be a season 3, but just like we didn't know there was gonna be a season 2, you never know what happens. You have to watch.
You never know. That's exactly right. It's just been crazy. What else do you have going on? What else can you tell us? I'm sitting here like I just want to know more. Like, what's next for Asante? What do you have coming up? What are you aspiring to do? Let's just kick it. What you got coming up?
Right now, I want to focus. Everybody know I have an HVAC plumbing business, but right now I want to take the time and focus on my nonprofit, Gas Fuel Behind the Fire. I know that the numbers are going up, so right now, me and my team, we're trying to find different ways on how we could help the community. And I know I was seeing things where the eviction process, I think, had ended on July 31st, so I know there'll be a lot of families that will be facing eviction. So right now, I'm just trying to see how I can get with other people or other nonprofits to be able to save those families that's facing eviction. And then even if you're not facing eviction, try to help you with like utility disconnections and stuff like that. So that right now, that's about to be my focus for this fall, is really gas, the fuel behind the fire, and helping those that's in need.
To that, you dropped a lot. Oh, I was saying thank you so much for bringing awareness to that. You dropped a lot of gems in regards to that, and I do wish you success in all of your future endeavors. And Asante, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope to speak with you again soon.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
Welcome. Bye. Woo! Right out the gate, Miss Asante, who plays Patricia. Oh my gosh. And honey, she is fed up this season. It was such an honor to hang out with her today. I am just so excited to be here. What an amazing, amazing season so far. I'm literally on the edge of my seat wanting to see more and know more. And I'm here with you guys today to get the inside scoop and the inside track on what's going on in Sea Blues. It's just absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. Okay, so we got Miss Hattie Mae and Gertie in the building, the dynamic duo, Double Trouble. And just when I thought they couldn't get funnier, guess what? Yep, they got funnier. And ladies and gentlemen, Miss Hattie Mae and Gertie and the family. Oh, we got the whole crew in the building this evening. I am so excited. So excited. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. We are back and together again. You can see the smile on my face. I'm so excited. You know, like I said before, just when I thought things couldn't get better, they got better. So I am so happy to be here with you all today. What is going on? Now, y'all the family that matters, the family that prays. Y'all got so much stuff going on. It doesn't matter who takes the lead. I just want the tea. What is going on?
Well, we're best friends, but you know, we old school. We tell it like it is, and
Yeah, we
we
got that
get on
love
each
hate
other's
relationship.
nerves. Yeah, we get on each other's nerves, but we just say what we say out our mouths. But we know we love each other. We got each other's back no matter what. We might argue or whatnot, but we're gonna be right there to the end.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So lots of season two just really got deep, deep into character, deep into the writing. How are you feeling with the progress of season two so far?
Go ahead, please.
I'm sorry, I heard part of that question.
Okay, I was just talking about how deep we're going here in season two. So the writing and the character development, I just see so much more, personality of your characters. How do you feel with the progress of season two so far? And can you just give me the inside track on what's going on, within your character and within the family?
Okay. Well, number one, we were able to be more creative for season two. We're using green screens and we're getting longer, talk time. So you were able to put, things together that maybe you didn't really understand at first. Like, oh, that's the reason why she don't like him, or oh, that's the reason why she said that last season. So it has just been amazing to work with the same group again and to just turn it up, and that's pretty much what season two, is. It's just a turn up from season one.
Okay, give me just a minute here. There's some feedback on my mic, and I'm trying to fix it so we can continue.
Okay.
Okay, I do apologize for that. I'm seeing if I can adjust my audio. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. We have some extra guests. Hello, family. How are you?
Hi.
So, yeah, you were just telling me how, that they're with the production, how, green screens. And I was just talking to Asante earlier, too, how everything this season just gets better and better, really getting into the depth of your characters, really as far as the production, the cohesiveness. And it's just been an amazing process. If anyone can chime in and tell me how they feel in season two and if it's any different than how you felt in season one.
For me,
Well,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So for me, it's a little different since we lost someone truly, from COVID, and going from being, as you say, the mother, you have to transition, and so now it's more so not focused on the family as far as the son and going ins and out with my daughter-in-law. I feel like I'm left alone, so now I guess I'm taking it out on my best friend Gertie. But making sure that everything is okay with her, because one thing that Hattie don't like is, even though you may say she's messy, but she don't want nobody else talking about her friend being messy and what's going around with her. So mainly now in this season, I'm trying to get her daughter intact.
You know,
Being nosy.
go ahead.
She ain't being messy, but she being nosy and messy.
That's truthful.
So I really enjoyed, Judge Wadi, I want to say, and then the adoption, and I want to say her name is Mila. Is that correct?
Mhm.
The adopted daughter, which is your adopted granddaughter. Is that right? I'm trying to put all the
Correct.
pieces together. And
Right.
I just thought it was so cute, and the relationship we see budding between you and your granddaughter. Can you tell me how that experience was for you?
Well, it was pretty cute because, of course, she's not used to me. And, when you have a special grandmother, you just gotta just kind of turn your head on certain things. So she was trying to figure me out, and I just told her that that wasn't a good idea. Just let's just get you adopted. Let's get you adopted, and you'll work on learning. You have plenty of time to learn me and my friends.
Absolutely. So speaking of the adoption process, Yasmin Wadi, you play the judge. Can you tell me how was it playing the judge? If I remember correctly, law is something you're actually familiar with. Can you tell us how you enjoyed playing that judge?
Yeah, well, actually, originally I was graduated from law school in Cairo University, so it was kind of funny, when I got the part, it was like, oh, really? Is this what I'm going to play? It's just, just got me thinking about college and, where I started studying. But it was the process of the whole shooting and the part itself. Even though it's not really a big part that I can, you know, think about more deep of the character. Uh, but it was really important to show more of how are people dealing with this type of situation during coronavirus worldwide. It was all the same. It's something that we all share. Actually, the same situation is happening, all over the countries. So it was kind of, it was really, I can relate to. I mean, the whole part, the judge, being the judge, being, there, feeling how Corona is changing life around us in this type of situation. Instead of dealing with it face to face, we're dealing with it, over Zoom, over internet, without any human interaction, actually. But we can feel it more, even though we cannot see face to face, we cannot see each other face to face, and I cannot talk to the kid, in real life, but I can feel her and I can feel the family's pain, and I can feel what they actually want to. Just it was really great experience for me to be a part of this series. Um, this is to sum it up. This is what I really feel towards the part. And I was really glad to be, acting with all of these talented people, even though I didn't see them, in real life. Hopefully soon, I will see them visiting America, or otherwise they can come visit Egypt soon. And this is really what I have to say. I don't want to take much time of you, so everyone can actually share their thoughts.
Thank you so
You're
much for
welcome.
that. Once again, I'll just brief recap of season 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with Hattie Mae and the family. How is everybody feeling? We're getting ready to gear up for the season finale. So I just how y'all
That's
feeling?
grandson right there.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
How you feeling?
Feeling well. Good.
Feeling well, feeling accomplished. You know, you did
Yes,
a lot of
ma'am.
great things. You're doing even more great things. Taking a look, we're talking about progress. We're in season 2, and we're just
Yeah.
talking about the progress you made as an actor, the writing, all the aspects. So, you know, season 1, you started in the middle of a pandemic. Then the things started to open up. How do you feel, and can we talk about the progress that you've made thus far since season 1?
Made a lot of progress. At first, I didn't really want to. I was about to quit, but then I really sat down and thought about it, and I realized how much experience I can get from recording myself online, and all that, all the experience I could actually get. But since season 1, it's been a big change. Getting used to some things, getting used to the flow of things. Since being like one of the only kid actors in the show and being around adults, it's kind of good to me being around more mature people.
You know what? I love that honesty, and that's your truth. And I'm so proud of you for not giving up. You know, it shows your character, and that even when things are challenging. So yeah, it is maybe difficult to work with people that are not from your generation,
Yeah.
and you say, you know what? Okay, I may be one of the only kid actors on the show, but I'm not going to give it up. I'm not. I'm going to put my head back in the game, and I'm going to get going. And that's exactly what you did, and I'm so proud of you. That just really, really made me smile. Like, Shay, I was ready to quit, but I hung in there, and you did. And you are doing a phenomenal job. So
Thank
how
you.
do you feel knowing that you stuck it out, and then you look back, and then you can apply that attitude and that mentality to so many things in life? If you do sports, when you go to school, don't give up. Just push through. Continue to persevere, okay?
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Oh, you were saying what now? High school?
I'm in high school now.
Okay, wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, congrats.
Go. DJ Rowe.
So, do anybody here want to share with me what they got going on next? Without giving it away, we can talk about what you think we're going to get from the finale. I know you can't tell much, but what do you think the audience is going to come away with? I'm just so excited.
There's a lot of drama, a lot of drama in the finale.
Yeah, a lot of drama. A lot of pearl clutching, as they say.
Yeah.
A lot of drama. I believe it. I already see it. It's so much drama. Now, I just want to thank everybody here on this panel for hanging out with me today. Gertie, Hattie Mae, Judge Waddy, family, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. Looking forward to seeing the finale of season 2 of Sea Blues. Thank you so much for hanging out.
All right. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. Amazing. Hanging out. I mean, we practically family now, right? Because I've been hanging out with y'all for a very long time, since season 1. It's just like catching up with family, hanging out. It's been an amazing night, ladies and gentlemen. Hanging out with the cast and crew of Sea Blues. And coming up next, the hospital staff is in the building. The hospital crew, they here like right now. I'm so excited to hang out with them today.
Oh, wow. There I am again.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see you all. What in the General Hospital, Grey's Anatomy, do y'all got going on in this hospital? Okay, because I need to know.
So much.
There's a lot.
Yeah, so much.
It is so much. I said, what is this? We got so much going on. So many storylines in this hospital, so much tea, so many secrets and truths, and I don't even know where to start. Y'all feel free to jump in because I'm trying to get all the tea. Miss Nedra, Dr. Morgandale.
Is Marla there? Because she's supposed to be resting. I was going to mention that I was obviously watching the earlier part of the show, and I think you were asking about how it's changed. And one thing I can attest to just by seeing what a nice group we have, although I miss, where are you? Oh, there you are. Cassie. I haven't talked to you forever. Anyway, I digress. We've gotten so many more. Hi, you guys. We've gotten so many more plots and so much more storylines to develop, and there's so much more going on. So I think, not that I'm jumping into your last conversation, but just noticing with all the people here, we're just one group. I think that's great. We've really got a chance to grow. Am I feedbacking weird?
Okay. We did have some feedback. I'm going to stop talking so you can continue.
Okay. For being so educated, I'm really not quite so smart. Don't get this texted. So, is that better? You guys can even lie to me and say it is. I don't know. Hopefully.
Okay, I think there is a delay with Dr. Morgandale. I'm gonna speak and then maybe we can finish. But no, if you can hear me, Dr. Morgandale, I was definitely going to ask that question. So even though you were talking about that earlier, I was going to ask that. So thank you so much for answering that question. And if we're back, I can let you finish.
Oh, do you want me to finish or no? Oh, I'm sorry. I think I kind of was. And it's just that I think it's great how many people have come into the show, and that like Lucretia and other people Janet has had help with the writing. And so it's just developed so much more that I mean, I don't think this is just a COVID thing. I think this is a series that can keep on going and going. So anyway, that's my 2 cents right now.
Absolutely. So, I want to talk about what's going on in the hospital and COVID. You touch on some current events and real topics, and it's just so jaw-dropping good. If anybody want to chime in, how are you feeling? Because you guys are rocking it, and the story is so good. I'm just all in. Just how you're feeling. You are now all considered, if you weren't before, seasoned veterans. I mean, we went from season 1 to season 2. Some people weren't acting that long, and now all y'all consider seasoned vets. How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel like all of the writers, everybody that's behind us, it's really helping us, put this out. Everybody's so up to date, right? We're like on their heels. We're watching the news. We're reading up on all the changes in the world. So that enables us to be able to deliver, great performances. I'm not gonna lie, after the first season, I was like, oh, I can't wait for season 2. We're all gonna be together, and still no, but we're still just giving it to you all. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of this incredible cast.
We got a lot going on. Cassie and Nedra, like oil and water. It was a hit and run. Dr. Morgendale with her secrets. Woo! And Dr. Lacey. Like how do you feel? So Nedra, you remind me of like my aunt, and your character is just getting deeper and deeper into who she is and owning that personality. Just tell me how you feeling.
You know what? I feel real good about Nedra. The nurses have so much going on, and the writing is so great, and our storylines are building. So I feel really good about it, and it's awesome to play her. I love playing her.
Hello. Okay. I got kicked off. Okay. Okay, I got bumped off. Can you hear me now and see me?
Yeah, we can.
We are having some technical difficulties. Hi, ladies. Shayna is coming back on, but while she's coming back on and trying to get everything together, I wanted to. I just jumped in because I'm running a dashboard behind the scenes, but I wanted to just ask the question. With Cindy, I know that she played a patient that was, and I'm bringing this up because I like the fact of that scene because it's so true. A lot of people, especially people of color, that are even still afraid to get the vaccine. So how was it playing that role for you, Cindy? And girl, you went out on people.
It was different. And I guess because I am dealing with students all day. I'm a bus driver and a substitute teacher, so the COVID thing is like frontline for me. So it was definitely touched home and being afraid because I'm around kids all day who had COVID. We shut down my school district for a while. Certain schools I went to, they were shut down because of COVID. So it was real. It was like it's definitely a part of my life. I've lived it. I've seen it. I've watched um, some of my kids on my bus get sick. Thank God none of my family members has passed away, but I've had friends that passed away. You know, but it was definitely real.
Yes, and I know with the role that you played in Simone actually played the other patient where you were in line waiting and you kind of had some questions about the vaccine and the Tuskegee, and,
Yeah.
and you felt like they trying to Tuskegee y'all. So how did you, if you don't mind answering, I don't know if you're vaccinated or not, but did that relate to you in like I say in any way as far as that character?
Well, yeah, of course it did because we had heard so much about the vaccine. We didn't know what was in it, and they were saying, you take it, and they were trying to get black people to take it because they were gonna kill us taking it. So it was a lot that, it was scary, to go in and take a vaccine that you don't know anything about, and we know it with the Tuskegee story. So yeah, it was frightening and scary to be put on the spot to okay, I'm gonna take it. I don't know if I want to take it. So yeah, it was kind of scary.
Oh wow. And Marla, Devonna, you ended up catching COVID, and I was watching you walking around that hospital with no mask on. So you finally caught it.
Yes, I did.
So tell us about that playing that role of actually being a nurse and actually catching it and not following the rules, because we heard Dr. Morgendale tell you didn't follow the rules. So tell us about that.
Yeah, she was very disobedient and did what she wanted to do, and that was the consequences of that. And then, as you can see of the past scenes, Marla, is always at work, want to be at work. So the consequences of her actions. And she did not like Dr. Morgan there telling her she couldn't do what she wanted to do when she wanted to do it. So she had to, those were the consequences of her actions. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. You did a great job at playing that role, all of you. And where is okay, where is Dr. Lacey? Okay. Yes. Dr. Lacey.
I'm here.
I think her camera is off. So we're gonna bring her back. We are so thank y'all so much for your patience. We was expecting technical difficulties. It's always gonna be some whenever you're trying to do something great. But we have
I'm
a
here. Can you hear
little
me?
one. Let's see if we can get her on. See here. I see her in the waiting room. And she has a camera on. This is crazy. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. She plays the granddaughter of Nurse Tracy. So we see her in there, but that's crazy. And I can see her perfectly in the waiting room. So we don't know what's going on here. So give me just a second, y'all. I am waiting to see can we get her in. But hold on, we'll see how that's going to work. We knew we have a lot of nurses and doctors on here. So y'all, let me ask y'all this while we're still waiting on Shayna to get back in. What was your favorite scene? And it don't have to be the one that you were in, but you can't give away 7 and 8 because we haven't got there yet. But from 1 through 6, which one do you think, even if it wasn't one that you played in? We'll start with you, Lanita.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I have a lot of favorites. I know that isn't fair, but I really so not 7 or 8. Okay, let me see. With Cindy as the patient, that attitude that she gave on screen. I think that was one of my favorites.
The one with us. Okay, yes. That was that attitude. And when the other one was saying, the other patient was like, we're not even talking to you, whatever, we scared too. I like that one too. Monique, come on, talk to us. Hold on, I think you're muted.
Because I'm delayed.
There you go.
Yeah, can you hear me okay? And
I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm like speaking very slowly. Well, my favorite, because it was personal, is I've been estranged from my daughter since I moved out here. I wasn't planning on moving out here. The long and the short of it is that was kind of a cathartic. I was able to bring a lot of my personal emotions to the scene where I was telling Lacey. I'm not Lacey. I'm so sorry. Telling Edwina, sugar baby, baby britches, that her father. I had been lying. I had been lying to protect her, and for me, that was just it. It speaks volumes in other ways as mothers and as parents. I can't speak for men because I'm not I haven't had that experience. But as a mother, I think you always feel guilty, even if you are society's perfect mother. You're going to feel guilty that you are devoting too much time to other things, even though we think and we believe our intention is that we're protecting and doing what's best for our children. It's not always perceived that way. And so that was just a really good way for me to express that and kind of process that again. So
wow. You know what? So. And I mean, thank you for being so transparent. A lot of people are not transparent, don't want, thinking I'm laying out somebody else dirty laundry, but I got some things that's helping me. So in any way, has playing Dr. Morgendale helped you? Because you just said some things that you have going on personally. Has it helped you with anything that you're dealing with?
I think it has, just because you know, I don't know if this is just an actor thing or what, but you know, I personally and people I know, we tend to be dig on ourselves. And I'm using Dr. Morgan's strength, like she doesn't take any BS. And I'm not like that. I'm like, yes, what can I do? I'm pretty timid. And so, not that you guys can tell, but with Dr. Morgandale, seeing that there's a character, even though it's a character, how she doesn't hurt people. I mean, if she does, it's not intentional, but she's just to the point, and she knows where she stands, and she doesn't let people push her down. And so that I was able to, you know, take some of her, give her some of me, and take her some of her back for myself. So in that aspect, yeah.
That's good. I mean, I'm not supposed to be interviewed yet, so Shayna is back, and I'm about to take back off. But as the content creator and writer, director, y'all mama, y'all sister,
yeah,
that touched my heart. I'm gonna get off because you're about to make me cry, and I don't feel like that right now. But that really touched my heart to let me know that is not just we're here acting, that we're actually healing. There's a healing going on. So Shayna, you get on here, girl, because I'm about to cry. And I don't want you to
Aw, bye.
Bye, y'all. I'm going back to my Shayna is back. Are you here, Shayna?
I'm here.
I see. Let me move. Maybe I need to move myself. Hold on. I'm going.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm back. I'm still having some issues, but I'm gonna wing it, you guys. You know, I was talking to Roro earlier, and you know, we were talking about wanting to quit. I wanted to quit tonight because of the technical issues, but you know what? I'm still here. My tripod broke, and I had some audio issues, right? But we're gonna see if we can, you know, keep it going. I am not gonna quit. Okay, so I'm gonna figure this out. Like I said, my tripod broke in the middle of filming. I'm gonna hold the camera. So, oh my god! Oh, you can hear me.
It's okay.
You're
doing fine.
Oh, so you can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I'm back. I didn't really get to hear. I got kicked out of the broadcast, but we were just from what I grasped, we were talking about. Oh my gosh, you can't see me. You can hear me, but you can't see
I
me.
can see you.
Okay, you can. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
And you look lovely.
Thank you. I'm reading the tripod broke. I'm reading messages, so just give me a moment to pull myself together. You know, I have to keep pushing on. We talked about the real life context of the season, touching in on the fear of getting the vaccine, but also the fear of dying from the pandemic. So it's like a double-edged sword, right? And the realness and the raw truth that came out of your characters was absolutely amazing. Cindy, who was the patient, and I just thought it was absolutely amazing. And Kalissa's here. Oh, going back to school, you shared so much truth and so much courage to say how you felt. What an amazing job you played. And we have children going back to school. We have teachers going back to school. Some as early as tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about that?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's wonderful to know. And how much, how your character is just so raw and truthful. How much of her personality is that really you, or is it an extension of you? Because you did such an amazing job sharing your truth.
So she's like scared of the corona like me, but like she's over the top about it. Like over the top. I mean, I'm kind of like that, but not really. So it's kind of me, but it's kind of her at the same time.
It makes sense, and I totally get it. And I just want to thank you, you know, pleasure to watch you, and all of the things that you discussed are so relatable. Everything and everyone here, was absolutely amazing, and it was just a lot of truth. I'm so excited to see the finale. I'm so excited to see more and hear more, and I just want to thank you all for hanging out here with me today. And
How did she do that?
I think we lost her.
We did.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost her again.
Yeah. There you are.
Hi. We lost her again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, as she was saying, we are excited to have all of you join us tonight and just share what has actually been going on with Sea Blues. We got 2 more episodes. We are excited about those episodes. Those episodes are extremely hot. So for those of you that are watching or that's going to be watching later on, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and join us next Sunday as we come back with episode 7, and then the finale follows that. And I'm here to tell you the juice really gets going. So, ladies, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for your patience as we fought through, but we fought through like we fight through everything.
Yes, ma'am.
So, y'all, thank you so much.
Okay.
And
bye, you guys.
y'all have a good night. And
You
True,
too.
stay on. Just stay on and watch for us. All right.
Will
Talk
do.
to y'all later.
Bye.
All right, everybody. We want to thank everybody so much for just hanging out with us tonight. Now I get a chance to actually be alive on by myself. But I'm super excited for everything that we're doing. As mentioned, as all the ladies that you just witnessed on here, they are the doctors and the nurses from Sea Blues. So they are doing a phenomenal job portraying the roles that have been assigned to them. So if you have not seen these ladies in action, I would advise you to go ahead and catch up, get on that episode 1. You only got 6 to watch. They're shorts. You will not be on longer than 25 minutes each episode. Trust me, that 25 minutes goes so fast because they are so good. And tonight we're going to actually get a chance to talk to not just the actors, but we have later on in the show, we have the writers coming on, and we also have the production team that will be coming on as well to talk about everything. So we are super excited about everything that is transpired in this series, and we just can't wait for you to see the last 2. So I am excited. I see that we do have people waiting in the waiting room. So I am going to go ahead and we are actually up. We just got through talking to the hospital staff. So now we are going to talk to the family of Matthew and Patricia. We talked to Patricia earlier, but we got her sister in the waiting room. So y'all, without further ado, I'm going to bring Lena to the floor. So give me a second. Let me get her on.
Hello.
Hi,
Lena. How are you?
I am fine. How are you doing?
I'm making it.
I know. Well, we are excited to have you all. Look, and her name is Aretha, y'all, but we call them by their stage names. We had your little sister on, Asante, aka Patricia, earlier today, and Shayna actually kicked out a question about the fact that you play this, both of you play this role, but you play this very protective sister that what she well, the way Asante described you as that ride or die sister, you that ride or die that's gonna just jump in and take care of little sis. And not only that, you willing to slap the taste out of a few people's mouth when it comes to her. So tell us just a little bit about the role that you play for those that haven't watched it yet, and how does that role relates to you. Hold on here. Okay, there we go. And how it relates to you. Tell us
Okay,
about Lena.
I lost your voice.
You did? Am I back? Can you hear me?
I don't know if you can hear me, Miss Jeanette, but I cannot hear you.
Hold on. Give me a second. All right. We got some technicals, so hold on. Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me now? I feel like
yes, I got you. I can hear you now.
Commercial. Okay. Can you hear me now? All right.
Yes, I got you now.
Yes. So we got Miss Cookie. Yes.
Yeah.
So tell us about Lena, because like I say earlier, you were described as that ride or die sister that would slap the taste out of a few people's mouth. So tell us, how was it playing this role?
It's a lot me. I have a biological sister who's actually older than me, but I am extremely overprotective of her. So that role fits. I'm very much family oriented, and I'm for what's right. What's right is right, and I don't like the sneaky stuff.
We see that. This last episode that you were in, the last one that you were in, we saw that Tanya got slapped. Patricia finally laid those hands on her. Everybody's been waiting. I'm just being everybody, and we're gonna talk to the writers tonight. I didn't write that episode, but when I seen that come across the table, she finally get a chance to put some hands on her. So I think Lucretia Johnson wrote that episode. So Lucretia wanted that slapping to come. So she finally got laid hands, and the baby, when you look down at her and say, you sound like Ice Cube and Too Short rolled up in one. You just got slapped. Did you enjoy that? Because you sure look like
I did. She needed that slap. She needed it. Oh my God. Thank you, Miss Lucretia, for that good right. She needed that. Just for Patricia to let her know that she's there. I'm not just standing in the background. You don't get to just do whatever you want to do and just invade my family.
Right.
And invade our space during such a rough time. Everybody is going through different things, and you just bringing craziness on top of the craziness that we're already experiencing. And I think a lot of people dealing with the pandemic have experienced some crazy on top of that crazy. Yeah. So that kind of just brought just shed some light on some issues that people may be going through or may not be going through. But I was so ready for that slap.
Well, you know what? I think everybody was pretty much ready for that slap, But I know that the scene before that, Patricia gave off a warning shot. So she lucky she didn't get shot. That was a warning, because a lot of people was like, we saw a gunshot. Who got shot? So just to clarify, y'all, she really just gave off a warning shot. She didn't shoot her. But I guess that wasn't enough for her. So she said, you know what? I'm not going to shoot you, because y'all did talk her down not to shoot. But she just went all the way back from Alabama to Mississippi. She drew that hand back, and baby, she went pow. So
she had to do something.
Yes, she had to do something. So tell us about how you feel. I know you were in season 1, and what is the difference? Shayna asked that question, and she's working on trying to get back in here. But what is the difference from you from season 1 to season 2?
I think you get to see more of Lena's personality. You know, in season 1, we got to see a little bit of her personality in that no holds bar outspokenness, but we got to see just a little bit more of her personality and that protectiveness. Um, Again, she stands for what's just right, you know, especially in the times that we're living in, and everybody needs to be protected and protective of themselves and protective of our health, and just people not wanting to be aware of how careful we need to be. So we saw a little bit of that in the first season, and I think she's just, you know, that protectiveness is coming out a little bit more in the second season.
Yeah, yeah. And as far as what's going on, as far as the, you know, the writing, what are you thinking about? Because, you know, I didn't write everything this other than the first 3. After that, it went to a whole writer's room. What have you been thinking about the writing thus far?
Oh, they have been doing a phenomenal job in regards to bringing the characters out and um just bringing everything together. And I mean, just the cliffhangers and the action. They have been, they have like giving us a lot of surprises and keeping our attention. I enjoy watching the episodes because it's engaging. It's keeping my attention. They again, they've just been doing such a phenomenal job in the writing. It's been very entertaining.
Good, good. Well, I'm glad. I agree. I think that they've done a great job as well in the writing room as well. So we want to just say, is there before we close out and bring up the production team? As far as the pandemic, we know it has hit a lot. It actually recently, I've had 4 members of my immediate family that has contracted the Delta, well, the variant, something. They haven't just pinpointed it, what it, if it's Delta or not. And I have to admit, you know, that they weren't vaccinated, you know, and you know, and I'm glad that they're okay. You know, they were, some of them got really, really, really sick. But as far as the pandemic going and everything that we're writing in Sea Blues, um, can you say that we're as close as realistic, other than, and I know drama's still going on, pandemic don't stop drama. So how do you feel about as far as the writing going as towards what's really happening in the pandemic?
I think it's extremely realistic in regards to the fears that people have in, as far as being vaccinated and questioning the vaccine itself. It has hit home for me in regards to my mom getting sick and actually being diagnosed today. She had to go into the hospital and is on oxygen, on steroids, and antibiotics and all of that. She developed pneumonia, and she was vaccinated 8 days ago. But the doctors are saying that she probably had contracted the virus before she actually got vaccinated. And you know, just a lot of our elderly are not wanting to go and be vaccinated and prolonging going to be vaccinated. And she, you know, she did get the vaccine, but she waited, you know what I mean, because of those fears and those um unsureties. So it didn't stop her from actually contracting the virus. And like you, they haven't narrowed it down to which virus it is, and we're just waiting, you know, waiting. They're trying to get her breathing regulated and everything. So just, you know, please keep her in your prayers.
We will.
But it one of the episodes where Lena was in the office, and there was a patient who was questioning whether or not she should be vaccinated. I've been vaccinated, but I say, to examine your own situation, examine yourself and your surroundings, and um weigh it out for yourself. There are a lot of fears and a lot of insecurities and unsureties surrounding it. And it's, again, that small chance that even if you do get vaccinated, that small chance that you still could contract the virus, um, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, especially with our older generation. All of this is new to them, all this sickness and vaccines, and my mama probably hadn't got a vaccination since she was a teenager. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's in her 70s now, so that's scary for our elderly, and for her to have contracted the virus even after getting the vaccine, that's even more scary
Right.
For them. So we just have to keep our elderly surrounded, keep them protected, keep them in a clean environment, and keep them safe.
Yes.
If they don't have to get out, don't allow them to get out. We need to be at the grocery stores for them.
Yes.
We need to be taking care of our older people, our mothers and our grandmothers, just to keep them out of public, and as much as we possibly can.
Yes, yes. Well, I just want to say that I'm definitely praying for you, praying for your mom, and I'm so sorry that it has hit you. And this is what make this series even more real to us, because as someone mentioned earlier, that was Hattie Mae, we lost Fred. We lost Fred Thomas, who played Pastor Dewberry. And we're going to talk about that when we come back on with the ladies coming up next. But it is a hurting thing when you lose people that are close to you. And then, like I say, for me, we just went through a bunch of scares with my family, immediate family, nieces, sister that contracted it just recently, within the last week. So
it just, let everybody know it's not gone.
No.
People are back out in the public, and everything is opening back up, but this thing is not gone. We still have to be careful.
Yes. Yes. And I thank you. You just delivered a powerful message. And we thank you for opening up and even sharing that what you're going through with us. And I can see the pain in your eyes, and I can only imagine, that's mama and man, and so, and it's you helpless. You can't do anything but wait. We went through it with Big Mama. You can't do anything but wait and pray. So we definitely are keeping you in our prayers. Everybody, this is Lena from Sea Blues, and y'all heard her. Keep her in your prayers, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a
Welcome.
good night.
You too. Bye-bye. Everybody, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to share a clip, and for those that just joined on, we're going to share a clip, and after I share that clip, I will be bringing up the writers, directors, co-directors, production assistants, everybody behind the scenes. All right, so y'all check out this scene, and I'm going to use the one from Lena. So y'all just heard from Lena. Check this out.
I ain't got time for this right now.
Well, you have more than 2 sons to be thinking about now.
It's time that we meet face to face.
Won't he do it? The Lord answers prayers. I've been waiting to slap the hell out of Matthew for years.
That's right. Who does she think she is? She can't talk.
Lady Quigley, are you okay? Are you okay?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Dear Lord.
All right. Y'all got a chance to see that hot off the press. So now I am super excited, y'all. I am going to be bringing up some people that have really contributed and poured their time into making C Blues what it is. So give me a second as I have a lot of people to pull in on this stage. So, hey, y'all. We wait for them cameras to come up. How y'all doing?
Good.
Hey, doing great.
Dr.
Hey,
Katrina, I see you. How are you?
I am great. How about you?
I'm all right. I know I was going to end up emceeing, but what you tell me, be ready?
Be ready and go with the flow.
There you go. Be ready. So
Yes.
we got Dr. Katrina, y'all. Dr. Katrina is a co-director of C Blues. We also have Simone Haynes. Hi, Simone.
Hi.
Yes, y'all. She came in as production assistant, baby. When I tell you, she came on the set, pulling things together, making things work, making it happen. And we have our writers. We have 3 of them that have joined us. We have Michael Otero, Nicole Allen, and Talisa Parker Penny. Now, Talisa and Michael, they come up doing they double trouble. They acting and they writing. So, but they didn't get a chance to write their own scenes. So y'all just say what's up to everybody. How y'all doing, everybody?
We're doing great.
Hi.
Good.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, here you go. Hold on. Okay, y'all waving. Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. I want to let's talk to the co-director and the production assistants first. So, Simone, I'm gonna start with you because baby, we worked this child. But let me tell you, she was there for the task. She was there for the job. When I tell you, and like, look, y'all, for any of y'all looking for a good one, I'm putting her resume out there. I'm throwing, and I'm gonna tell you, I know I'm truthful. She came in very proactive. I gave her a few tools that I felt that she needed, but she turned around and added some to those tools and said, okay, I'm going to do this, and we're going to do this, and made it all work. So Simone, tell us, this is your first experience, is it, and correct me if I'm wrong, being a production assistant. How was it?
I've been production assistant on other sets, but not like this. Like, it was just like, go get a donut, bring the donut back. Go get the coffee, bring the coffee back. Mm-hmm. But this is like my first actual, what I'm calling it, a real actual production assistant's job, where like I'm hands-on, communicating with the writers and directors and the actors on, what it is that both need from each other, and just being the middleman. And it was a lot. It was. There was a lot of people in this cast. I'm still trying to respond back to emails and messages now.
Well, that is truly awesome because, like I say, you did an amazing job of coming in and just taking control of everything and helping us directors out so that we could actually do our job as directing and not deal with our, because before, I'm just being honest, I was doing everything you're doing director right. It was like, oh, but you pulled a load off of us by jumping in here and taking care of that piece for us. And I just want to say, anybody out there looking to hire a good production assistant, y'all check her out, because her work ethics are amazing. When she say I'm gonna be there, she's there. And if something, because she is an actress, so if she got to go on a gig, she was quick to let me know way ahead of time. So me and the co-directors knew to work together to do whatever we need to do to cover for her. So I like that. Trina, what did you like about Miss Simone? We trying to build his resume.
I loved everything about Simone. I would even hire her personally for my projects. And everybody know I'm very picky about who I bring into my world, especially my work world. But she would be one that I would write a resume for, because I didn't really have to worry about anything when it was time to step in. I stepped in when she was unavailable, but as long as she was there, like having to go check on certain things. We didn't have to do that this time because we had her and she was amazing. She was awesome. So yes, I would hire her, and I think I recommended her for another position for something that's fabulous that we have going on. So
Oh, okay. Well,
Thank you.
hey,
Thank you.
all right. Oh,
for ladies in film, for ladies in
oh.
film.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay.
I was only about to say
Yes.
You
it.
calm down, Simone. Hold on. Oh, yeah, she already know. Yes, we ain't talking about it yet, but yeah, she got something major coming through. So I forgot about that. Yeah, but we can't talk about it yet. But good, I'm happy about that opportunity for her as well. So yes, and Trina, I'm gonna turn the interviews over to you because I am having issues hearing people on my end. So I'm gonna fix mine. So can I turn it over to you and you take over? Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Can you hear
See,
them?
this is her way of sneaking this in on me. I can hear you fine. You sound just peachy
No,
and
I can
lovely.
hear you, but I can't hear the other ladies. I can't hear. I have to actually
Hello,
log
can you
onto
hear
my
me?
phone to hear them. I can't hear them.
We're
Behind
muted.
the set. So, are
We're
you
muted.
able to
They're
hear
muted.
them?
Yeah, I can
Can you hear
hear
me?
them. I hear Michaela.
I'm
Okay.
here.
Don't be. You see how she always tell me to get ready. I'm trying to give her some time to talk to these ladies. These are writers. Okay. Because I can't hear them. Okay, so give me a second here. I'm gonna see. I have them in the studio. Give me a second, y'all.
Everybody is there.
I can see. I can see them in the
They're
bottom,
there.
but I can't hear them when they start talking.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Well, you need to put the screen back where I can see everybody.
Okay, hold on then. Let me fix it.
Okay.
There you go. Can you see them now?
So this is a live lesson in production, and especially with us transitioning over to the virtual world. So you just got to be prepared to go with the flow. So welcome everybody to Ladies in Film as we present Corona Blues, the interviews with the writers. And so my first question is, and Simone, you stay on as well. And so my first question is for the writers, like, oh my God, I saw like just what Jeanette did with the first season. You all like took it to the next level. So Talisa, because you played in the web series as well as wrote, what was that experience like?
It was exciting to change back and forth, from those two different hats. It was actually a learning environment, and I really enjoyed it. I write, but I've never been a writer and had to, okay, wait, what episode? Okay, well, I got to put my wig with this episode. So it was amazing. I know I could do it, but just getting put in a position where you had to do it and then you did it and it wasn't like a struggle. That was a learning experience for me.
Wow. And Michaela, I hope I'm saying it right. Is it Michaela or Michaela? Because I just give people names. Michaela, the same for you. You had to have that role of playing and then coming back over to writing. How was that for you?
It was exciting. I was grateful for the opportunity. It was my first time writing. I had such a joy writing with Talisa. It was like, and also at one point it did kind of get like when we had a deadline to have our part written, and also we had to film too. And
right.
So it was like we had to get those deadlines. But it was truly a great opportunity. And I would say for me and Talisa, we were laughing just writing and enjoying it. It was like, we got to get this done, but it was like so fun.
Yeah.
And we were learning and with the writing software, and it was really putting you into the scene itself. Each scene, how important it was to make sure everything flowed properly, how you have to reach back and understand which episode you're picking up from. So it was really like a great opportunity. And, it's your time to shine. So you have to be on point. You meet your deadline and then now it's being reviewed. So you have to make sure everything flows. And we were restricted to 15 pages. So we had to stay within those confinements. But it was a great opportunity. We laughed. So I think it was like therapy for us. We just had a great time.
We did.
Wow, awesome. Well, it was really different. Some things were actually, I know when I talked to Jeanette, I was like, who wrote this? Because it was a real life story. One scene that was in the web series was a real life story that I can attest to. And she was like, girl, I was just making that up, just to give it some, something just different on it. I was like, but that's a real life story. I know this has happened to somebody. So you all did an amazing job. So Nicole, this is your first time on the writing team. What was that experience like? Especially writing about a subject that was so sensitive. And we can see that when COVID happened, everything shut down, that some people got divorced, some people got closer, they fell in love again. So what was it like being a writer of bringing some of that reality to the web series?
It was super exciting, and I want to say I'm going through my own real life Corona blues right now. So please forgive me. I look exactly what I've been going through for the past 2 weeks.
No
but
problem.
it was super exciting. I learned so much. I've written before, but I've never actually written in a group. So you have all these different, creative. You have all this creative energy that you're feeding from, and everybody is kind of contributing, and then we're talking to, collaborating together and say, okay, well, what if this happened? Or what if that happened? And what if we change this? Then you have to go back and reread the previous episodes, so you can kind of catch up and figure out what was going on with each character, so you can add your input. So it was super exciting. I am so grateful for the opportunity, because it really taught me a lot about, just again, writing in a group and collaborating with other creatives. Because a lot of times, when you write, or you are a writer, you are a creative, it's very sensitive. So it's like, it's hard for you to, be vulnerable and open yourself up to collaborating and talking to people and kind of feeding off other people's energy. So it was very exciting. I enjoyed it. That's probably the only time I stayed up to finish a project past midnight since college. So it was super exciting.
And so I love the fact that Ladies in Film created the writer's room, and it got you all to be involved, because now when you want to go on to bigger projects for LA or with some of the bigger companies for television, for film, guess what? They have a writer's room. So you're in there with other people. And so I love collaborating, because it makes me think outside of my own comfort zone, and I get to work with other people. They bring their ideas and we put them together. So, like, what's next? So now that you're adding this to your resume, like, what's next for you? Or is it something you're going to take to the next level, where if people are interested in taking a book and turn it into a play, or someone just want to turn it into a TV series, or a film project, like, what's next for that, for you? And we'll start with Talisa.
Well, of course, I'm ready for whatever is next. Just waiting for God to open the opportunity, up with whomever, as long as it's, something that I feel comfortable with doing, because I did just turn down a role because it seemed a bit contradictory to me. And they wanted me to be my character. So I was like, well, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. But otherwise than that, as it relates to writing, yes. I mean, writing, you can just be all over the place with that. And then, of course, you have to, cast the correct person for it and who's going to be comfortable in doing it. But whatever, God allows or opens up, I'm ready for it.
All right. How about Michaela?
I would say I have the book for the Screenwriter's Bible. And so I'm reading that. I want to take some more writing classes since I just started, but I'm definitely, I can tell I really enjoy writing because I was like just so excited when it was, time to write. So I'm looking forward to at some point looking that as a career choice as well, in addition to acting. So
Okay.
yes.
So one thing I will say, especially with ladies in film, you all reach out to us. We have master classes, different sessions where we focus on writing. We'll get you skilled at that before you start out. I know with Talisa, she's written for me personally as well. And so she kind of sometimes not sit on her gift, but like it's time to take it to the next level where you can write for other people. And so I see that in you. So how about for you, Nicole? What's next?
Really, for me, I'm open. I am actually going to be producing a play in March. She's one of my really, really good friends. She's an author. We're going to be producing her play, and I have a couple film projects I'm working on now. But as far as writing, I'm open. The sky's the limit.
Okay. And so for Corona Blues, like the next episode, because y'all always leave me on this cliffhanger. Because I do this on purpose. That's why I was so happy Simone came on. Everybody's like, "Did you look at my footage? Did you?" No, I didn't look at it. Because Jeanette will tell you, I'm like, some people may say I'm the mean one in the group. I'm just harder because I want to see like that next level in you. I want you to give it your all. But I'm also that one when I watch the footage, I'll be like, before you know it, it's over. I'll be like, what's next? Can I see what's next? And
She
so,
always.
yes. And so, what can we expect next? Because Simone, I was saying, I love that Simone came on because she took on looking at the footage and doing all of that. And I don't have to have any surprises spoiled. So, I want to see it. I always want to see things when everybody else sees it. So, I can be like, okay, but you always leave me with a cliffhanger. So, like, what can the viewers expect next for Corona Blues? Because, see, I'm trying to see what's going on with Matthew. I'm trying to see why Patricia wasn't more available where she was. She was that mad with Matthew that she couldn't be at the hospital a little bit more with her child, just all those different things. And why? And did she shoot and miss? What happened? Should have shot in the leg or something. I'm just saying. Okay, this is a web series we talking about, nobody for real. But I'm just saying. And then of course, we got old father, the priest. He over there, he don't know what he want. He really want Bethany and all of this other stuff. Him and
Gina,
Bethany,
whatever her name is.
yes, they need to go ahead and get back together. But then your wife over there, she dying, they rushing her to the hospital, but you all hooked up on, but y'all need to go catch up so y'all can, find out the drama. But he all hooked up on Bethany, sugar britches,
I
all of
was
that.
with them lips.
Yes. So it's a lot of drama, but there's a balance and stuff that's there as well, because we got the two old church hens, as my grandmother would call them back in the day, the hens who sit there and be in everybody else's business. They fuss and fight, but they really like sisters. So you always looking at all of that. But the twist that got me was when Marla, who is constantly fussing and didn't even know that it is her child. I'm just saying. So it's a lot of drama, and I don't see how we just gonna be like, oh, this is the end of the season. I'm gonna tell you once again, like I told you in season 1, there is a season 3 that's coming. Hello? I'm just saying, because you can't give us all of this information and then it's gone. So what's next? From each one of you, give us just a little hint of what we should expect next. Why should we tune in next Sunday?
Can I say something before they say something?
Yes.
Okay. Um, I think that the writers did a phenomenal job. And I look at the footage, you know, I want to let everybody know, because I think we had a comment earlier today. I'm going to pull this comment up. They said, I love the show, but please no more blue screens. I wanted to address it when I got to it, because I'm not one of those people that try to hide from negativity. And my thing is, these are actors. These are not cinematographers. They have no training, no skills whatsoever. And me being a filmmaker, I see the mistakes, I see the errors, but I want to make sure everybody understands that Ink Pen 27, this is special for you to understand that we are at home. We are not face to face. Where if Freddie was face to face, I guarantee you every green screen will be lit perfectly. It will be done perfectly, and it will be on point, because that's what he do for a living. But these are actors that went out of their pockets, purchased green screens, ain't never lit a screen before. Didn't know. I mean, Poe Asante. Oh, she's not on here now, but Poe Asante, baby, she was trying to light that screen, honey. She was like coming back. She wasn't the only one. It was so many. Marla, Nurse Marla. It was so many that kept coming back. Like, is this right? Is this right? So Simone can vouch for all of this. And so I know it was a lot of errors. I saw some green in people's hair, but those are the things that, to be honest with you, that I loved the most was the mistakes. And I'm going to tell you why I love the mistakes so much, because it proved that we're not just, because people will come up with a scheme, oh, we're filming at home, and they not really even filming at home. You know, they just want to put a niche out there and make everybody think I'm behind the scenes. And I mean, I'm not, we're working really hard here. We really worked hard here. And I like the fact that I can see the small flaws, but the storyline is so good. The storylines are so good that unless you're a professional, you're going to miss them, or you just not going to even pay attention to them, because that storyline keeps your attention. But I had to let Ink Pen, we sorry that you don't like the blue screens, but let me tell you, I applaud my actors. I think they did the best that they could do, being actors and not cinematographers. And this was the fun of the whole project, that we're at home. We're practicing safe social distancing.
Can I say something? Can I say something? We're not sorry.
Okay, I'm not sorry.
No, we're not. You have to, you have to know that,
I wasn't sorry for that. I'm just saying I'm sorry that they're not happy with it.
Okay, yeah, with each thing that we do, there's always going to be a level of some type of negative remark. You have to remember that you cannot please everybody. But what I tell people, if you have a negative comment, and we do welcome it, please inbox us, send us a message. You can give them the email address. So Inkpen 27, send us what you would do different, or what you would suggest how we should fix it. That's the problem. We always negatively commenting, but we don't have a solution. And I am the person, and I will speak on the behalf of Corona Blues and Ladies in Film and Television. If you don't have a solution, don't make a comment. That's it. Moving on, because they did a fabulous job.
Did a fantastic job. And like I said, I love every minute and every second of it. But hey, I'm one to be honest. I'm one to address. I'm honest. And people, people are going to say what they want to say. But I never expected perfection in this. In this, I never expected it, because number one, we at home, and all we was trying to do was bring entertainment, and all we did and are doing was bringing entertainment to a world that could not connect. And we did it following CDC guidelines, practice social distance. There's people out here that want to get out here and film so bad that they're willing to risk the lives of themselves and risk the lives of their actors just to be on the set. Jeanette Greenwood can't do it. I ain't gonna do it because I love me some me, y'all, and I want to keep breathing. Okay, so I love what we did. I love how we did it, and I don't have any regrets. But but I do feel like it's only fair to address, because if one person's saying it, it's probably many. But I wanted to bring that up to let everybody know these are actors. They're not videographers, and they don't. And like Trina said, they don't have to apologize for it, for what they don't know. I'm applauding them for what they've learned during this process. So I'm done. But thank y'all. Yes.
So do you all want to let them know, the writers, you want to let them know how they can find you? And then we'll go back to Simone with a couple more questions.
Yeah, well,
So
you can find me.
Go ahead, Talisa.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook at Talisa Parker Penny, or you can find me on Instagram at Talisa Parker Penny. Same thing.
Michaela.
Yes, you can find me on Facebook at Michaela Titus Turl, and on Instagram at Michaela_Elverton.
And Nicole.
Hi, you can find me on Facebook at Nicole Wilson Allen and on Instagram at jnick_allen.
And do you all have any other projects that we should be looking out for that's coming up?
I am on set right now with the Drop Spot. Just got through promoting Christmas on My Block. I was PA on that project. And Simone, I need for you to inbox me. I have something for you. And let's see what else. I'm on production with Shadows of My Past stage play, and also I'm producing my first stage play in March.
All right,
And
congratulations.
I'm actually working on my script. I'm actually writing my script. So this motivated me and pushed me to go ahead and do it. I've been nitpicking around with it for a couple of years now. Now I'm just focused on getting it done.
Congratulations. Look, as long as you start, and we're going to make sure that you finish, okay? All right. Simone, so how did it feel to work with these seasoned ladies over here?
It
in
honestly,
the industry. How is it? Because you're like the youngest one on set with us.
it was really nerve-wracking, because I just wanted to make a
it
good
was nerve-wracking.
impression. Yes, I just wanted to make a good impression, and I
Mhm.
wanted to present myself as in, being invited back, because that's one thing I learned as an actor, is that when you go on set, you're auditioning for the next set with them. So, do what you need to do and then more. And so I wanted to do that with this set as well, with everybody, just, trying to keep up with everyone's schedule and everything. Eventually I did simmer down a little bit. I was like, okay, breathe. You can't control everything that's going on in that person's house with their green screen. That doesn't fall on you or on them, again, because we don't know how to do any of that. But I honestly truly enjoyed it. The cast, honestly, they're hilarious, like just individuals. And I just enjoyed the opportunity getting to learn from you and Jeanette and Freddie on how to, maneuver on this side of the camera, behind the camera, like what all it takes to get to what the actors see, what are the writers doing, what are the directors doing and everything.
Well, you did an awesome job, to the point that, yes, if something comes across my desk, yes, I'm going to call Simone and offer you the opportunity, which they know I don't do that often, but yes, I would do that. And I know we have another project, if the writer can get it together, that's coming up that's coming up in March. So I think that would be a great opportunity for you as well. And so we enjoy working with you. We still want to work with you. That's why when I got a message about something that Jeanette is going to talk to you about later, I just said, yes, of course, along with the president of Lyft said the same thing. So we thank you. I love being around young people because they, you all bring a different perspective to everything. And that's what Lyft is about, is working with everybody, not just women, but the youth, their children, their husbands, everybody. It's like a family affair. Everybody is involved and we're all here to learn. So being able to work with all the different personalities, I always tell people, consider it a test because it's preparing you for that next, where you have all of those different personalities on a daily basis. I work with many personalities and everybody's always like, how do you do it? You just, you get prepared for it. And you got to remember, in this industry, you can't take anything personal. Long as you don't sell yourself out, long as you don't do anything immoral that goes against what it is that you believe in, you will make it. Might take you a little bit longer, but guess what? You're still going to make it. You'll get there in time where you're supposed to be.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Tell the people how they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Simone_Soso. That's SIMONE_SOSO. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm really bad at keeping up with my Facebook though, but it's just Simone Hangs on Facebook.
Okay. All right. I'm bad at social media too. Jeanette, you have anything else? Jeanette, what's next for you? You're on mute.
Okay, I'm coming off now. Basically, we do have a big project coming up for 2022. We're going back in the writer's room as well for the Ladies in Film and Television. That's actually two separate projects that we're going to be actually writing some a major project. So we'll be doing some casting and things like that. But everything that we're doing, we're writing and preparing this year. But due to COVID-19 and see, things that are going on, we just want to be safe, and we're not going to roll anything officially out until next year. But we do have, I'm excited about that one that she tried to throw me under the bus about finish writing. But I'm excited about that project. I'm real excited about that. I'm excited about the opportunity and what's going to happen with that. So we will be hosting some casting calls because it's going to be fire. Don't. Man, it's fire.
And who's directing that project?
Dr. Katrina is.
Mm.
Yes, Dr. Katrina will be the director. So I'm excited for her to get on that and do that. And I'm excited. We're exciting. I'm excited about where we're going, the place we're traveling to. So yeah, so that lets y'all, I can't let it all out the bag, but that lets y'all know we're not gonna be here. We're not gonna be local. So yeah, so I'm excited about that opportunity. So yeah, more to come with that. Ladies in Film, we're gearing up to try to get some more stuff going out for the ending the last quarter of the year. So we ask y'all to look out for that. Some workshops and things like that are about to hit the calendar. So we're excited about that. Our goal is, we was trying to see if we were going to be able to go face to face with our stuff, but we now have sat down and as a board decision that nope, everything got to go virtual. So we have to come back and revamp some things and get them back on virtual calendar. So we'll be doing some virtual things for you guys. So hopefully you'll come out and join. But that's it for the night. I want to just thank everybody. Thank you, Dr. Katrina, for taking over. Shout out to Shayna Stone. She texts me like, oh my God, but Shayna, it's all good. It happens. We are still in a virtual world. Things happen. So shout out to her. Shout out to the full cast of C Blues. You guys rock. You writers, y'all are rocking. We got 2 more episodes. If you have not went and checked them out, Get on the rest of this week and check out See Blues. It goes down. And we thank everyone, all of you that have watched, that continue to watch, that faithfully watch. We appreciate you. We thank you. We thank you for your feedback, negative or positive. I like it. Give it to me because, you know, only thing that's going to change is something. I don't know what, but it's going to change something. Keep it coming. But thank you so much for everything that y'all have done. I enjoyed all the interviews today. I didn't know I was going to have to come in and roll it out. But, hey, you got to be ready at all times. Thank you, ladies. You've done a great job. Enjoy the rest of your night. Happy Sundays. And y'all, please, let me say this. Stay safe. Please mask up. Y'all, please. Put your mask on. And if you have not gotten vaccinated, I know y'all scared. Go back to season. What episode was that? And let Lena talk to you. We ain't trying to Tuskegee nobody. We just want everybody to be safe. So y'all be safe. Be blessed. God bless you all. And y'all have a wonderful good night. And thank you so much for joining. Thank y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.